My name is Gregory Love. I'm one of the founders and directors of MinistrySafe. A new agreement between the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod and MinistrySafe has created an excellent opportunity for LCMS ministries. And I want to briefly describe the why, what, and the how. As a 30-year sexual abuse lawyer, this is what I know. In every child-serving organization, including churches and schools, there is a risk of child sexual abuse. That is why a real risk must be addressed. But why does this continue to be a problem? The answer? For most of our ministries, our efforts of protection are not related to the risk. Now, another way to say that is, we're building the wrong fences. Let me illustrate it this way. Imagine you've got a garden and you want to protect that garden. We're going to build a fence around that garden. It's a protective barrier. But here's Fence 101 for you. The type of fence you build is driven by what you want to keep out. So if you ask me, I want to protect the garden, what type of fence do you build? The answer is related to what do you want to keep out? Perhaps you want to keep your neighbor's livestock out of that garden. You see, the type of fence you build might involve metal stakes, barbed wire. See, that barbed wire fence is perfectly acceptable at keeping the livestock out of your garden. But you see, that barbed wire fence is absolutely worthless at keeping the bunnies out of your garden. And that's the problem. You see, we're building beautiful barbed wire fences, and the bunnies are ripping our ministries. We must understand that there are different types of risks which call for different types of fences. We need to understand there are different types of abusers. You see, there's an abduction offender, but there's also a preferential offender, and a risk we call peer sexual abuse. Let me come at this a little different way. Imagine I came to your church or your school and I asked, what do you do to protect children or students here from child sexual abuse? Well, the typical answer I'm going to get in response to that is a background check, a child check-in system, a 6-month member rule if you're a church, the 2-adult rule, video cameras. Schools will tell me oftentimes about their facilities fencing and their gating. Typically what I find is that list is a barbed wire fence. It's primarily designed for the abduction offender. Now that's an important fence to build, and most of us are doing a great job at keeping the abduction offenders out of our schools and our churches. Sadly, that list will not protect children and students from the greatest risks, the preferential offender and peer sexual abuse. That's the why this is a very important discussion to have about this new relationship between the LCMS and MinistrySafe. And that leads us to the what. What should LCMS ministries do to respond to the real risk of the preferential offender and peer sexual abuse? We've got the abduction offender covered. Now we need to know what should we put in place? What fence should we build about the preferential offender? Every organization should implement a 5-part safety system. A system that includes sexual abuse awareness training, skillful screening, an appropriate criminal background check, tailored policies and procedures, and systems for monitoring and oversight, also known as a MinistrySafe system. For all churches and schools within the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod, that just got much easier. As of January 1st, 2023, MinistrySafe and the LCMS have reached an agreement such that all LCMS churches and schools have access to MinistrySafe membership at no cost. Using the LCMS 2023 coupon code, we'll turn off the billing for a variety of online trainings, sample policy forms, sample screening forms, and an online framework to track all of these safety system elements. In addition, LCMS ministries will have access to the discounted background check pricing. Now, I've briefly discussed with you the why and the what. Now I want to introduce you to Claire. She's going to walk you through the how to access MinistrySafe resources using the coupon code, and how to implement a 5-part safety system in your church or school.
Hi, I'm Claire, and I'm the Customer Support Manager here at MinistrySafe. We're excited to partner with all the LCMS schools and churches to protect the kids in your care. We're going to take a look at our control panel, and I'll show you around and point out some things that you might need to know. I know many of you have already partnered with MinistrySafe in the past through your districts, and we've already updated your accounts to reflect the new discount. If you're currently using MinistrySafe but not through your district, you can update the coupon code on your account so that you can take advantage of this great deal. To update the code, let's click on the gear symbol in the top right corner, and then we'll click on Organization Information. You'll scroll down to where it says Coupon Code and check the box that says Add or Change Coupon. We're going to put in the code LCMS 2023 and then select the district that you're part of. Once you select that, click Save, and you're all done. If you feel like you've already incurred charges this year, please contact our support team. This is the home page. As the administrator, you're able to track training and background check statistics, latest updates, your personal training links and background check links, as well as your history with certificates and completed reports. Before we get started, let's set up user tags in your account. Tags are customizable, and they're ways that you can separate and organize your users. You can set up tags with different names of departments, campuses, or even grade levels. You can set up categories as well to organize your tags better. After you've created your tags, let's click on Manage Users. Manage Users is where you're able to keep track of all of your users, their training, background check, and screening status, as well as add new users. To add a user, click the green Add User button. You'll enter the person's first and last name and their email address. You'll select if they're an employee or a volunteer, and then you'll choose their role. There are 3 roles in our system. The Safety System Administrator is going to be the top level of administrator. They have full access to the whole account. The Supervisor is a customizable administrator. You can give supervisors access to specific areas in the account or permission to only do certain things. The Trainee is our most common role, and that's anyone who's going to take training or background check. After you've selected the role, you can apply any tags that you like to your user, and you can also select a training if you'd like to send one now. If you don't want to send a training now, just leave this section empty and click Add User. If you have many users to add at one time, we can do that for you via our bulk import. Please contact our support team for more information. When you click on Trainings in the left menu, you'll see your training library. This is where you can find all the trainings that we have available for you. If you scroll down, you'll see many listed here. To get more information about a specific training, if you click on the picture or the title, that will give you more information. You can see the runtime, downloadable resources, and you can also send the training from here. To send training, click the green Send Training button, and then if there are many versions available, you'll be able to choose that on this screen. Our sexual abuse awareness training has several versions. If you are located in California, you'll want to make sure you choose the California version because it's compliant with AB 506. When you choose the version that you're wanting to use, you'll click the blue Select button. Then you will choose the users that you'd like to send training to. You'll click the green Next Step button. This will give you an overview of who you've chosen, and then you can click Send Training. This sends the training email to the users you selected. If you click on Training Settings at the top, you're able to edit the email template that's sent out with the link and to edit the versions available. To order background checks, you'll click Background Checks in the left menu. This takes you to the View All page. This is where you can see all previously ordered background checks. And if you click on In Process, you'll see all background checks that are currently in the queue. To order a background check, you'll click on the blue Order Background Checks button from the View All page. You'll choose the users that you would like to order for. You'll choose the level that you want to order. And then you'll decide if you're ordering a long form or a quick app. We have 2 types of background checks. The quick app is an electronic version where your applicant will complete everything online. The long form is where you print out paper copies and have your applicant fill them out, and then you enter everything into the system. MinistrySafe has a full document library of sample policies, procedures, and other screening documents. They're all in Word format, so when you download them, you're able to edit them and use them in your organization. If you click on the Admin tab in the left menu, you're able to customize reports, run snapshots, and even view your invoices. As you can see, MinistrySafe's control panel is really simple to use. If you have further questions, you can click on the Help Center in the left-hand menu. This is a place where you can ask questions, view articles, and even contact our support team. We look forward to partnering with you as you protect kids in your schools and churches.
Welcome to the MinistrySafe community. As you implement your MinistrySafe system, if you have any questions, if you need any help, reach out to our staff. We'd love to serve you as you serve children and students.